Go time.
I think we're live.
We are live.
All right, that's right.
We're back.
Damn, Daniel, the Midnight Tacos movie podcast is back.
Back at it again. It's been a little while, I think.
Yeah, it's been about a month, I guess.
I think the last one, it was before the luge. It was like 2 weeks before the luge.
Yeah. Couldn't get Ashley Akers to come. Couldn't get Wes Akers to come to this podcast either. He's working tonight, but he'll be back. Dustin and I thought we had to come to you guys live because this weekend is the big show. Right, Dustin?
Biggest weekend of all year in cinema. So had to bring you a little Oscars preview, among other things.
Yeah, we're gonna have our predictions. We'll tell you who we think's gonna win, who we think should win, and we're gonna have some guests come on and do the same thing for give us their best picture predictions. So you'll hear from them in a little bit. They're gonna call in, so that'll be fun. Dust, what's new?
Not much. Pretty tired. Might fall asleep
Don't
while
do
on the
that.
podcast.
That's bad. It's bad for viewers.
Started a new job and haven't been waking up early. It's not good.
Working in the construction biz.
Yeah, got that hard hat, son.
What was I gonna say? Okay. All right.
Yo, so wait. A little side note. I was messaging this girl on Bumble, and I was like, yeah, like me and my roommate are doing our podcast, or not my roommate, my friend are doing our podcast tonight, and I was like, we were like talking about movies, and I was like, so what's your favorite movie? And she tells me her favorite movie is Remember the Titans. Like, I mean, that's a great movie, bro. I don't know what to think about that. Like,
that's Remember Titans is one of the best sports movies of all time.
In fact, definitely top 10.
You think she's just trying to be cool by saying that though?
No, I feel like she's one of those girls that doesn't watch, like, I feel like if you say like Remember the Titans or like, I don't know, something cliche like that, it just means you don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. Which is a deal breaker.
Kind of, but then it also means like you could watch all your favorite movies and it'd be the first time for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a virgin, like she's a virgin.
Yeah, I mean, Caroline's never seen Star Wars. I keep trying to get her to watch Star Wars. She won't do it.
She's retarded, dude.
I know. She likes Lena Dunham.
Yeah, well, that's retarded. She doesn't like bolo ties. Doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Won't buy you pop figures.
Yeah. What's up with that? That's the worst thing.
All right, let's get into some content. You want to talk about well, you want to.
Well, let's talk about Deadpool first.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, we should talk about movies we've seen.
Yeah, I think that's like the only movie we've seen since we did our last podcast.
In theaters.
Yeah, in theaters.
Yeah.
But yeah, Deadpool. I mean, it was awesome. X-Men Origins really fucked that movie or fucked that character over. Ryan Reynolds just comebacks with a vengeance and kills the game. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. What'd you give it, Dust?
9.5 pickleback. I'd give it a 8.9 picklebacks. It didn't breach that 9 barrier. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a very entertaining movie. I usually don't really like Ryan Reynolds, but he was really good in that. You know, before the movie even came out, people were saying that this role was made for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't Ryan Reynolds. It was Deadpool.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, it was they really highlighted how it wasn't your typical superhero movie and tried to satirize that. So that also made it, really kind of original. So
yeah, it's gonna be cool to see what like comic book movies like that, like if they attempt to go R now, like because of how successful it was. It made 130 million its first weekend, which is double its budget, which is just crazy. Hopefully they just don't like try to like be R for being R, like not over.
I mean, I feel like he's one of the only superheroes that could do that, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Because he's not so mainstream where you're gonna alienate a particular fan base. But if you go R with like, obviously not doing that with like Spider-Man, Batman, or Superman, because then kids aren't gonna go see it, and that's like a huge part of it.
Who's one superhero you'd want to see them make an R movie about? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I don't know.
They've pushed forward. They might make the next Wolverine movie that's coming out. It's going to be the last one for Hugh Jackman. They're saying that might be R because like Wolverine's a badass dude, and when he's by himself and not with the X-Men, he just goes crazy on some people.
Yeah, I mean Suicide Squad's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be R just because it's the beginning of that whole movie universe for DC.
They need to make that R, or else it's retarded. Like,
yeah, I don't think it'll be R. Actually, they just announced that Batman vs Superman is going to have an R-rated cut on Blu-ray, which would be cool because they said they're just going to add like mad violence in there. And from what we've seen so far, the action looks cool.
Yeah, I'd say Batman would be a cool R-rated movie.
Yeah, the only thing about Batman is he doesn't kill people, that's
true.
That's one of the ways you get the R rating.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, since that was about all we've seen in theaters.
You seen anything out of theaters that was good?
The Iron Giant was pretty good, but that's from the 90s. Watch that for the first time.
Our Uber driver loved that you saw the Iron Giant.
Yeah,
you were watching it.
Our Uber pool driver. I don't know what to think of Uber pool, by the way.
I think it was it's retarded because you pay like when we went down to the show, we paid less, like no matter if we pick someone up or not. So like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you pick someone up or not, you still pay the price. So I'd rather just pick it and not pick anyone up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get into some Oscars.
Did you see Spectre? I saw Spectre.
Yeah, I saw Spectre.
You didn't like it? I liked it.
I don't know. It seemed like they were wrapping up the Daniel Craig James Bond story.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I gave it like a 7 out of 10. Obviously, I'm going to see any James Bond movie they put out. I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I think just bring in the next Bond and try to do better. They kind of wasted Christoph Waltz in my eyes.
Yeah, they did. He wasn't like – they need a Bond character that's really like in your face and kind of like almost physically fighting Bond. You know what I mean? Like Christoph Waltz is more of like a behind-the-scenes, pulling the strings kind of villain.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is entertaining. I liked it. I'm a big fan of Léa Seydoux, so I liked her. I thought it was good though.
She's an up and coming actress. I feel like we're gonna see her more and more.
I like her. I also saw Anomalisa.
Ooh,
which was interesting. We could get into that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
And then I saw Room too, which we could probably get into.
I was literally trying to watch Room like before this, but I couldn't find a good version of it online.
Go on the Put Locker.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that means.
All right, let's get started with 2 fun categories. I think they usually start off with these categories in the Oscars, and that would be Best Supporting Actor and Best Supporting Actress. So let's go ladies first, and who do you got for Supporting Actress?
All right, so we're going to give first who we think they're going to pick for the Oscar. At least I am. And then I'm going to give who I think should win.
All right, sounds good.
So supporting actor, I have Sylvester Stallone, kind of just because lack of a better option. I mean, I don't really think there's much competition.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I have Sly winning it as well, and I think he's might deserve to win too, though.
It's the same for me.
Yeah.
I think I like Tom Hardy though. Tom Hardy was good, but he had no chance.
Yeah, Tom Hardy definitely stole a lot of the scenes in Revenant. I also think Mark Ruffalo.
Well, yeah.
Don't be surprised if he comes away with it. He's like becoming America's like mid-40s sweetheart, you know.
Well, I think Rylance is favorited over. He's like the second favorite.
Yeah, I think I just don't think like Bridge of Spies didn't have enough of a buzz. I feel like.
No.
All right, let's head to the ladies. Let's do supporting actress. I have winning it. I've heard this from a lot of like critics I follow. Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl. Yeah. I heard she kind of steals the movie away from Eddie Redmayne, who's a great actor himself. I guess we'll talk about him later. But another reason why I think she's gonna win is because I hear that her role could have been nominated for Best Lead Actress. So like, if you're having a lead actress in a supporting role, that kind of gives her an up just with screen time and how much just like how much attention is given to her in the film. But I didn't see The Danish Girl, so I'd have to pick like who I would want to win would be Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. I love Steve Jobs all around, and she did a good job of just being like just a good counterpart to Michael Fassbender's Steve Jobs. So that's who I got.
Okay. What do you got? I have Vikander winning as well. She was also going back to the Golden Globes. She was nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress for Ex Machina. And I mean, she's I know we were joking about who we're up on in 2016, and I said Lily Allen, but she's definitely on the up and
Lily James.
She's Vikander's definitely on the up and coming. So yeah. I think she's got it. I also didn't see that movie, so I didn't actually really see a lot of the actresses supporting. I mean, I really like Jennifer Jason Leigh in Hateful Eight, but she didn't really do that much. So
yeah, and there was so much going on in that movie. It's hard to be like
to focus on her.
Yeah, you should like. It was enough for her to be like, she should win it.
Maybe, I guess Winslet then. I also heard Carol was really good, so I don't know how Rooney Mara did in that.
Yeah, that was another one. Like, the movie's called Carol, and she plays Carol. And people were saying that's another, like, role that, like, could have been nominated for lead actress, but, like, because Cate Blanchett's nominated for lead actress, they didn't want, like, two of the same actresses in the same category, so they put Rooney Mara in supporting. What do you think about Rooney Mara? Do you like her?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think they're a weird group of sisters. The Mara sisters. Kate was hotter, and then she decided to cut her hair.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get from them. I feel like
you're gonna get good acting, is what you're gonna get, but I don't know. They're a little off the deep end.
All right. So there you have it. The winners. We both have Alicia Vikander, and Sylvester Stallone. So put that in the books. Put some money on it.
I would definitely put money on Vikander.
Yeah, I think that's for sure who's gonna win. I think
I'm
so.
actually gonna see what that line is right now.
And I'm gonna give our first caller. I'm gonna call him up and see what we got. See what his best picture prediction is. Hey, buddy, you ready?
Who is this?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
Who is it?
Midnight Tacos fans, I'd like to welcome our biggest fan,
Pryle,
to the podcast. We have Robbie Pryle. Pryle, how you doing tonight?
Sad, dude.
Sad, dude.
It's me and Dust. So we're talking Oscars. What's your prediction for Best Picture?
You know what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, what'd you say?
What's your prediction for Best Picture? Who do you got this year?
All right, so you guys, first I want to say, big fan of the show. I'm an avid listener.
Thank you.
When Colin came to me asking me what the picture of the year was going to be, obviously I had no idea what the pictures were this year. But he sent me a picture of what we're working with. Honestly, I saw one of these movies before. It was Martian, and it's because my parents got it on demand, and I had a snow day, so I decided to watch it then.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I don't think it's gonna win though.
Okay.
I'm looking at the other ones, and I'm seeing this movie called The Big Little or The Big Short.
The Big Little.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the names of the characters or the name of the actors, and there's just 4 hunks right there.
Yep.
It's 4
So
hunks.
I'm thinking, as I'm looking around over here, I never heard of this this Room movie.
Okay.
What's that about?
Dust, you want to give this brief synopsis?
Yeah. So Room's about this young woman, and her child, who are in captivity, and then they're trying to escape, and then once they get out, they kind of have this Stockholm syndrome type of flashback, and half of the movie's kind of while they're in captivity. I don't know, I'm kind of ruining it now, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna see it or not.
You're definitely not going to see it.
Nah. Mad Max, I've heard a lot of good things about it. It reminds me of some game I used to play on PlayStation 1. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually.
What's it called?
Twisted Metal?
Like all these cars and they're on fire and stuff.
Yeah, Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, yeah, Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
So I got Twisted Metal from that vibe from that.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn, I don't recognize the chick in Brooklyn, so I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a hunk too. But I think I'm going with The Big Short for winning the Best Picture this year.
All right. I like the bold prediction, Pryle.
What do you think? Is it got a shot or not?
I think it's definitely got a shot.
I think it's got a shot.
It's an underdog, but it does have a shot.
You're currently at Big Short's plus 350 on Bovada, so it's right behind Spotlight and The Revenant.
So it's in the third for running right now.
I don't mind that. There you go. I like the underdog every now and then.
That's a good call, Pryle. All right.
The Broncos were the underdog.
No one believes in the Broncos either.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Look at that.
Peyton Manning's innocent. Peyton Manning's innocent.
All right, buddy. Thanks for taking our call, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. Have a good one.
All right, peace.
See you, mate.
All right. There you have it.
There you have it.
Number 1 Midnight Tacos fan, Robbie Pryle, is picking The Big Short to win. I like his analysis on it, too.
The Big Little.
The Big Little. Big Little is coming in first. All right, let's move on. Let's go.
Are we not giving ours?
No, ours is going to be at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's everybody who calls is going to give us their best picture.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll do ours at the end. All right, let's go to let's do costume design, and then we'll do makeup and hairstyle. Ooh, excuse me. That was a burp.
Is that the chili from last night?
That was a chili burp. All right, let's do costume first. I'll go. I'll go first. I'll say who I think should win. I think it's Mad Max. I think everything about that movie is great, perfect, awesome. But the movie that will win, they managed to dress up your girl Lily James and not look like a stale loaf of bread anymore. Cinderella.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't see that movie. I've just looked at pictures on IMDb, and the Academy always votes for like these very colorful, either like timey or either like fairy tale ish kind of nominees. So the pictures of Cinderella made it look good, and Rob Stark's in that movie, so that was cool. What do you got?
I did not know he was in that movie.
Yeah, he's Prince Charming.
First of all, bite your tongue when you call Lily James a stale loaf of bread, because she's got it all. She's tall, she's blonde, she's beautiful.
Something about her face, man.
She's got that British face, man. She's like got that UK face going on.
I guess that's it.
But I also think Mad Max should win, and I also think it will win.
All right.
Just because I think it's kind of gonna get left out of. I mean, it's nominated for a bunch of stuff, but I think it's gonna get left out of that, so they might throw it a bone there.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you got for makeup and hairstyling?
It's like the same fucking thing. Is that I honestly didn't even write one down for that.
That's gonna be Mad Max.
Okay, I was like, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, the nominees are Mad Max, The Revenant, and some like Swedish film. But I think that's almost a lock that Mad Max is gonna win it.
Yeah. Wasn't Star Wars nominated for? Was that costume or was it?
No, that's not.
Star Wars was nominated for one of them.
Star Wars.
Or no, visual effects.
Yeah, it was visual effects. Okay. So let's do visual effects next.
Okay, I had Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. I had. I think Star Wars should win. But I think Mad Max is going to win. Because they had like a lot of the stuff was real, but a lot of this like the stunts and stuff were real, but they also had to add a lot of the explosions and the people like getting thrown from their cars and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I have for visual effects. Should we do one more and then call our next person?
Yeah, I think since they're leaving Star Wars out of all the good categories, I mean, it's one of I think it definitely should be nominated for Best Picture, like regardless of whether it would win. I mean, it probably even shouldn't win, but I think it should be nominated at least because it was definitely probably top 3 most entertaining movies I saw all year.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta agree with that. It's just that kind of blockbuster genre, like barely gets recognized. So it's tough. Let's do production design. Do you have that one?
No.
Okay. Let's not do that, and let's take our next caller. Next up, we got our good buddy. I think he's seen most of the Best Picture nominees, so let me give him a call. And
we'll get like Roxbury or Gene.
Hey man, you ready? All right, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. All right, Midnight Tacos podcast. We are gonna welcome our good buddy Jim McKenna. Jim, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on. What's up,
Big germ.
So we're talking Oscars. What's your prediction for this year's Best Picture?
Well, first off, let me say that nobody knows show business like Robbie Pryle.
Shout out Pryle.
Yeah, I was stuff. But, well, first, I think definitely The Revenant's gonna win.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't think it should.
Ooh.
I think Spotlight should win, but I mean, I know it's gonna be close, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. I kind of like judge it on, like, after I watch a movie, like, what do I think about it, like, the next day? Am I still, like,
yeah, like, what had the most impact?
And, like, with The Revenant, I was like, like, the story was pretty good, but I kind of, like, as it was going on, you knew what was going to happen. There was nothing that was, like, really mind-blowing about it.
Right.
What'd you think of the rest of the nominees?
I thought they were good. I mean, I really liked The Big Short. I thought that was really well done, like the whole narrative, and like they did like a really good job with the cast. I didn't see. I mean, there's just too many nominees. It's just ridiculous. They need to like cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be.
It
used to be 5, and then they increased it to 10, and then they changed it again to anywhere between 5 and 10. So that's where it's at right now.
They should make it 5.
Participation medal. Like I feel like the people from Rid of Spies, like people are like, oh, congratulations on the nomination, and they're like, all right, dude, like we know we're not gonna win. Like you don't have to like. I don't know. Yeah.
That's a good point.
What are you saying?
No, that's a good point. We all know there are nominees that like have no chance of winning, so why nominate them?
Yeah, I also think that Ex Machina should have been nominated at least for something. Like I thought that movie was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, that was nominated for original screenplay, but that's all it had.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
no,
that's all it had. All right, James. So you're going with The Revenant?
Yeah, Revenant, and then Spotlight should win.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like the input. Thanks, mate.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy.
See ya. All right, so we got 1 for The Revenant and 1 for The Big Little.
Some good input there.
That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty like accurate of what is probably going to happen. All right, next up, let's go with cinematography.
Cinematography. Okay.
Cinematography, how it's shot, how it's shown, how it looks.
This was I was torn for this one because I think both of these movies should win. But obviously only one can. I think Revenant will win. But I think I would like to see Hateful Eight win. Just because of, when we went to see Hateful Eight, we saw it in, what was it?
70 millimeter.
70 millimeter. That was really eye-opening.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of immersed you in the whole setting. And, you really felt like you were in the room with them while everything was going on during that movie. So that definitely contributed to why I would like to see that win. Mm-hmm. But I think if we saw The Revenant in 70 millimeter, I think that would have been badass.
Right, yeah. So, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It could go either way. I'm not going to be upset because, I mean, Revenant, the movie is made to win this category, but.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to. So I think it's a 3-dog race. I didn't even think about that with the Hateful Eight. That's not even one of my 3 dogs, but that's a good point. My 3 dogs are Mad Max, the Revenant, and Sicario. Sicario is an underrated dark horse here. I think one of the coolest things about it was the way it shot, like the widescapes, and just like how it like kind of it shows you what the area is like, and then like it's got that vibe to it. It adds to the vibe. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I mean, I think The Revenant's gonna win. The guy tried to use only natural light for his shots, which is like absurd. Like you don't do that. Like that's like crazy. They said like the only times they used like lighting is the night shots because they were too hard to film without it. So I think it's pretty clear it's going to be Revenant. So yeah, that's that.
I wonder if that's on Bovada.
What, cinematography?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
That's
yeah, it is.
That's probably a lock for Revenant.
Revenant minus 1,500.
Yeah.
Hateful Eight's last.
Wow.
All right. What do you want to do now? Visual? Or we already did visual. Adapted screenplay?
Yeah, let's do both the screenplays and then we'll take our next caller.
Okay.
Let's go with adapted screenplay first. I've actually only seen one of these movies, so it's hard for me to pick one. The only one I've seen is The Martian, and that was really cool. I feel like that. I mean, you read the book, so like, how does it follow? How does the film follow the book?
It follows it well. It does a really good job of explaining everything within the time constraints, but that's part. I mean, I like the book a lot more than the movie, so I was a little biased.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it did it justice. It didn't, it wasn't bad by any means.
All right. Well, with that being said, the movie, the winner, the screenplay that I think is going to win is The Big Short. I heard that so The Big Short's based on a nonfiction finance book talking about the collapse of the housing market in 2007, I guess. And apparently, the movie just does like a great job of explaining it to everybody who wasn't like a finance major in college or even like a business student in college. So, I think that's like, I think Jeem talked about that, how Big Short did a good job with its narrative and keeping people entertained with it. So it's something that you could have got lost in easily, but you didn't. So that's who I'd put some money on. Dust, what do you got for adapted?
I pretty much actually, I think The Big Short will win, should win. So I think that's pretty clear cut.
Yeah. What do you got for original then?
I have. All right, this was probably the one I actually had the most trouble with. Original, I was seeing that Spotlight is the favorite, but so I think Spotlight's probably going to win because I think that also has a chance it might win Best Picture. So I think, just going off of that, I don't know if obviously something wasn't written about it because it wouldn't be nominated for original.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't think it should win just because, I don't know, it must have been based off. I don't really know. I know what it was based on. It was based on, corruption within the Catholic Church up in Boston. But I personally think that either Ex Machina or Inside Out should win, just because I feel like those are two, brand new ideas that were formulated outside of, they were inspired outside of, the media or any involvement.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're actually like original ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with you about that. I think Ex Machina definitely doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Like it totally could have been nominated for so many more categories than it was. But I don't see it winning just for that reason. There's no buzz about it. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear cut that Spotlight's going to win this. I think taking the way it was written, you could have messed this up. You could have made it so confusing. There's so much information about it that you could have got lost in, just like The Big Short. And I think they did a good job of. They had a good narrative. It progressed well, and I think Also, a big part of screenplay is the dialogue, obviously, and I think that how the team works together and how just the team works in general. I thought that was really cool. Everybody nailed their stuff, which like obviously helps. So Spotlight, put your money on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Let's take our next caller. He's actually in your house right now.
Who's Zip?
Cousin Zip.
Is he? I haven't seen him all night.
He might not be in your house. I don't know. He's your roommate. I wonder if he's doing any parlays for the Oscars.
I should do a parlay.
Yeah. Watch him not answer.
He might be sleeping or something.
If he's not answering, then we'll go on to didn't answer. All right, cool. Let's go animated feature then.
What, the Chili hot take hotline didn't work?
Yeah, the Chili's hot take hotline. I guess disconnected, couldn't get through.
So what are we doing? Animated?
Yeah, let's move on. For me, I mean, it's gonna be Inside Out, like for sure. Pixar just knocked it out of the park again. So
I don't know, man. I mean, it's the heavy favorite, but after watching Anomalisa, it's literally like I just can see it winning. It's so like Oscar tailored to like some depressing old dude like just sitting in his fucking rocker, and I think it might take it away. I mean, Inside Out should win it hands down, but
now do you think like from what I saw about Anomalisa, like just from like the trailer, like it looked like it didn't need to be an animated movie. Like it looked that like real.
It did. It reminded me a lot of Up in the Air.
Okay.
Like if Anomalisa was a real life action movie, it would be Up in the Air kind of. It's actually pretty much the same movie.
That's cool. I like Up in the Air.
Yeah.
And like I didn't see any of these other movies besides Inside Out. And that was the one I actually did want to see. But yeah, I think it's going to be Up in the Air.
It'd be interesting to see.
Because I think when like people think about animated features, they think about kids movies.
Yeah.
So that's going against Anomalisa. Like, isn't there nudity in Anomalisa?
Yeah.
Puppet nudity?
Yeah.
Team America style or what?
I don't know. That's what I mean. Like it's all very strange. It's really strange. You gotta watch. Like it's definitely an interesting watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Chili's hot take hotline is blowing up.
It's blowing up.
Zippe.
Lynn, how are you?
Good. You're on the Midnight Tacos podcast again.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
It's just me and Dust this week.
Ask him where he is.
Okay, well, what's up, fellas?
Where are you?
What's up?
Where are you?
I'm home.
Ah. Okay.
We watching Workaholics tonight?
What's up?
Are we watching Workaholics later tonight?
At home in Archibald?
You're all the way home?
I'm home, yeah.
Oh, wow. You're stateside.
All right, so Zip, we've been talking Oscars this whole episode. What do you got for Best Picture?
It's tough because I think Leo for sure is going to win for The Revenant, but I don't. And I think it deserves Best Picture, but I also could easily see Bridge of Spies winning it.
What?
Wow. Bridge of
I really
Spies?
could. Like I thought Bridge of Spies was really, really good. And the thing is, I didn't see Big Short, so I can't really comment on that. Mad Max is on there too, right?
Yeah.
I would like that to win. Honestly, if it had my vote, I would vote Mad Max. That would be the thing I think should win it. But I think The Revenant's going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset for Bridge of Spies.
Wow. What'd you think of The Martian?
I thought that was awesome. I just don't think it's on the same level as some things.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like an Oscar movie.
No.
I really loved it, and it's just like just how it was for the whatever the awards were, one for like best comedy. Like they just wanted to give it something because it is better than a lot of movies, but you can't. I don't think it's in the same like tier as those other movies that are out right now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good point. It's a good point, Zip.
But I still have to see Big Short because I did hear it was great. So.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put in an Oscar parlay? Are we gonna get an Oscar parlay? Are we gonna get an Oscar parlay?
By the way, I totally would.
They have it on Bovada.
Yeah, they have the Oscar odds on Bovada. Zip.
Can you parlay though? Aren't they prop bets?
Yeah, you can't parlay it actually.
He's already looked.
Yeah, he did his due diligence.
I'm losing you.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Thanks for the input.
yeah. Thanks for calling. So you're saying The Revenant?
Yeah, The Revenant is my guess.
And if you had the Academy vote, who would you be voting for?
Mad Max for sure.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Zip.
All right, have a good show.
Take it easy. See you. I should take it. All right.
Wow, Bridge of Spies though.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
That was a hot take.
Hot take on the Chili's hot take hotline.
That was a really hot take.
What else do we got? I guess we got our
Director.
Yeah, let's do director, actor, actress, and then we'll take our last caller, and then we'll do best picture. All right, director. Who should win, I say, is George Miller for Mad Max. The dude comes back after, 30 years. Dude's like 80-some years old, maybe high 70s, and just revitalizes the franchise, doing the same stuff that he did to make you love the original.
Was this his first movie in 30 years?
Yeah, well, not his first. It's the first like Mad Max movie.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I didn't know if he like just came out of like retirement after.
No,
30 years.
he actually directed both of the Happy Feets.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at his page now.
Yeah,
he hasn't done much though. That was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
that's producer.
I mean, that was my number one movie of 2015. So I'm almost biased towards it, but like not really. I think he should win. I think what he did with that movie was awesome. Very simple, but how you make a good tale out of that storyline says a lot about the direction. But who will win is Inarritu. He won 2 years ago for Birdman. Was that 2 years ago?
I think it was last year.
That was last year?
Last year.
Okay. You won last year, so make it a repeat. Mark them down for another one. Dust, what do you got?
I'm on the same boat. I put Miller as who I wanted to win with kind of like a question mark. Just because I don't want Alejandro to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he did a really good job, and like you said before, him trying to, film the movie with only natural lighting. Just, I mean, you got to give the guy respect to, wanting to master his craft and also do it with the most authentic, tools possible. So I think he does. He definitely deserves it, and I think he'll win.
All right. Let's go on to, we both have Inarritu. Who do you think should win, though?
I think he should win. I like Miller, so I wouldn't mind if he won, but I also think he should win.
Yeah, I think that's a two-man race between those two, but I think Inarritu's gonna.
I think Ridley Scott kind of got snubbed too.
Yeah, but you know what? Like people are saying, like he could have. He probably should be in Adam McKay's spot, but Adam McKay's for Big Short's getting some heavy praise. Some people are saying like that might be a dark horse candidate to win.
Yeah.
Let's move on to actress. I'm just gonna say this, Brie Larson.
Yeah. It's over. It's not even funny.
Yeah, she's a dream girl and a half. Like I love Brie Larson. I want obviously her career is gonna take off after this, but like, good for her.
The odds on her are actually.
What'd you say?
I forgot to check what the odds on her are because that's set in stone. I think.
Yeah.
After seeing the first 20 minutes of Room, I mean, I just knew it was over.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really give my expert opinion. I didn't see any of them. I'll see Room. I'll probably watch Room tomorrow or something.
She's favorite. She's minus 2,000. Leo's minus 5,000.
Really? Speaking of Leo, let's move on to Best Actor. Is that the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see Trumbo, the Danish girl, or Jobs actually, so I can't really say much. But
yeah,
it's definitely not Matt Damon. I mean, he didn't really do that much. But yeah, I don't know.
I think he should have been nominated. I think.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weak competition this year for actor, which is also why I think Leo pulls away with it. Because honestly, I'm pretty sure when I came out of The Revenant, I think I told you because you didn't see it with us. I was like, I'm scared for Leo because I want him to win, but I didn't think he did enough initially after I saw it. So
yeah, like as a Leo fanboy, it's hard to be like he's gonna win the Oscar because he's done so much better than this. It's just kind of like you said,
Titanic.
Not Titanic. It's kind of like a weak year for like lead actor. Because I came out of the theater thinking like that. I thought Michael Fassbender was gonna sneak in there because I thought they were just gonna snub Leo again. But yeah, I guess it's his time. I need a camera on him at all times during the Oscars just in case he loses. Can you imagine if he lost again, man?
Dude, that'd be horrible.
That would be awful. Like, how crushed would he be after that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Cranston, good to see him get nominated. He's a big TV guy, never a lead movie guy. Matt Damon, like you said, wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough there, I guess. Fassbender going to like the fact that this is the third Steve Jobs movie that's going against him. And Eddie Redmayne, they don't let actors win twice in a row anymore. And honestly, I'm tired of the whole biggest transformation gets the Oscar.
Seriously, dude, like fucking transvestite roles need their own fucking category anymore. It's out of control.
Nothing against our transvestite.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We like to have fun here.
All the fun in the world. Yeah, so yeah, that's
I actually think I just don't like Eddie Redmayne.
You know what? It's very situational. Like, it's got to be a good role for him. He was good in
Isn't he dating like someone really hot?
I think he is. He was good in Les Miserables, and he was good as
Wait, who the fuck is this?
He was good as Stephen Hawking, but I think Michael Keaton should have won last year.
He's not dating someone. What? I thought he was dating someone hot. I don't know. Okay.
Not dating anyone?
He's married.
Oh. All right, I'm calling our last participant.
All right. He's 34? I didn't know that. I thought he was like early 20s. I thought he was like 25.
Nothing.
Wow, dude. Who'd you say for last?
I did a bad job of lining up these guests. I was doing our dream team member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but all right, let's
Probably jerking off Baxter.
Before we do best picture, let me do my okay. Let me do my little rant. So when the Oscar nominations came out, the internet went crazy because for the second year in a row, there was no black nominees for acting. There's hashtags Academy so white, yada yada yada. My hot take on it is, yes, the Academy is old, filled with old people, but it's not the Academy's fault. Who you gonna stick into these nominees of any ethnic, or not ethnic, but of any other race besides white? Like it's not the Academy's fault that there aren't enough good roles for other races. So it's really hey, this is a hot take.
Digging yourself a hole, dude.
What?
Digging yourself a hole, man.
No, I mean it's true. Like it's not the Academy's fault. It's Hollywood's fault. They need to get rid of, like, a white person needs to play this role. Just let it be anybody. So that's my hot take. Let's move on. Rajon said 9 o'clock's too late for him.
What?
I guess he's tucked in bed.
Dude, I get up way earlier than he gets up.
Best Picture. We got 8 nominees this year. Let me just rattle them off. We got The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight.
Why don't we rank them in order?
Rank them in order?
Yeah.
Bridge of Spies is last.
Okay.
I'd say Brooklyn is 7th.
Okay.
I'd say The Martian is 6th.
Okay.
I'd go Room 5th, Big Short 4th, Mad Max 3rd, Spotlight 2, Revenant 1. I feel like those are the odds. That's not my personal take.
Those aren't the odds, but
is it close?
Kind of.
What are the odds?
Well, the odds are Brooklyn last, Bridge of Spies, Room, Mad Max, The Martian, Big Short, Spotlight, Revenant.
Wow. What was Mad Max?
Mad Max is 5th, yeah.
6th?
5th.
Wow.
See, I haven't seen Brooklyn, but I don't really care, so I'm putting that last.
Yeah.
Bridge of Spies 7. Martian 6. Big Short 5. Room 4. Mad Max 3. Spotlight 2. Revenant 1.
Yeah. Who I think should win was my number 1 movie of 2015. That'd be Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can say about it that I haven't said on
I also want to go back to James' point about how, it might not always be like the most wow factor of a movie, but the one that leaves the lasting effect on you and has the biggest impact on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's true with Room and Spotlight, more so than the other movies. But in terms of Best Picture, I feel like Best Picture and cinematography should kind of go hand in hand almost.
They do a lot.
Yeah, mixing in the acting, which the acting in The Revenant was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said before, this movie was meant to win cinematography. It's very aesthetically pleasing, minus like the harsh landscape. It's very pleasing to the eye. So I think it should win.
Right.
And it will win.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times the winner comes down to like who can get nominated for the most stuff and who looks good in the most categories. It's like whoever's a complete movie. And I think Revenant's a good case of that. Don't be surprised if Spotlight wins.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, it's gonna be I think it's good. It'll be The Revenant. They'll do a good sweep they'll have a good pool this year.
Yeah, if we're talking Best Picture in my eyes, that means the most visually stunning movie, and I think Revenant encapsulates that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I guess you also have to mix acting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's just sort of also become part of best movie. But I feel like if you go back to I don't know when silent films ended. Do you know when silent films ended?
I don't know, like the 20s.
Yeah. Well, I think the Oscars started in like 29 or 39.
Yeah, this is like the 89th.
So, if you go back then you like the Best Picture has to be. There's probably a limited amount of dialogue.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about.
Yeah, I like the whole Best Picture take on it. All right, so there you have it.
Why does it keep switching back and forth?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so yeah, that was Oscar preview. I'll have next podcast might have to do a little best titties of the Oscar red carpet.
Bring that segment back because
We'll bring that one back. I know that was a fan favorite.
My dad loved it. My dad was like, I gotta look up these girls now. So yeah. Shout out to my dad if you're watching again. Thanks. He's our number 2 fan. Pryle's our number 1.
Papa Kelly.
So yeah, that's those are our picks. Put your money on it. Hopefully next time we'll be on. I have some segment ideas. Hopefully we'll get them in the fray. Play some more games like we used to. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's it. Next time, we'll see you. We'll try to do better. Cheers.
Lily James, look her up.
Stay low for bread.